Kathleen Wynne and John Tory visiting the scene of Monday's van attack that left 10 people dead. The Premier and Mayor joining hundreds of Torontonians in laying flowers in memory of those who were killed and wounded. It's been a somber mood here along Yonge Street. I'm Brandon Rowe, where people have been showing up in droves, and it's a lot more packed than it was earlier. You can barely move, but these are all people that are coming here, laying flowers, lighting candles, writing messages on these Bristol boards to show support and to show solidarity. Reading some of these messages, you know, we have one here. We pray for you. Hashtag Toronto Strong. God bless us all. Love wins. We have one here. Stay strong, Toronto. Keeping all of us, all of you, in our prayers. And this one right here, you know, breaks your heart. It says, "I am 4 years old. Please don't hurt me." Now, I spoke to one man earlier today. He was telling me that normally he was there. He saw the van rush by him. Normally he wouldn't even have been there. He usually works in the office, but he happened to be home, working from home that day when it all unfolded.
I was supposed to be working from my office. I decided to work from home, and usually I have lunch from my home. And I said, okay, I'm gonna go and beautiful day, right? Beautiful day, and I'm gonna have lunch and take some fresh air. Then when I just arrived here, it was the cow, man. It was so terrible. And around here we're like young people, very young people, people trying to help and reviving them, CPR. But today, recently, I can feel the pain. It was terrible. It was like a nightmare.
Well, it was important for me because I didn't tell her what was happening, but for myself, like, I grew up here, and it was, I never heard of anything like this happening.
I just wanted to pay respects to the lives that we lost. I mean, it's our community, and it was, for me, just the right thing to do to come here and pay my respects.
I actually brought a little angel to share. So
What does that represent? What are you hoping?
This just hopes that some closure, but also just for the families, and just wishing, you know, all the prayers and everything can be answered somehow, and we all get answers.
There was also an interfaith gathering that happened earlier today. Now, if you see these guys behind me holding these signs, love for all, hatred for none, they've been here since about 10 a.m. and they've been standing there holding that sign. And, you know, coming up a little bit later, we're going to bring you the sights and sounds from that gathering.
The events that took place yesterday in Toronto were a senseless attack and a horrific tragedy. On behalf of all Canadians, I offer my deepest, heartfelt condolences to the loved ones of all those who were killed, and we wish a full recovery to those injured and stand with the families and friends of the victims. I speak for every one of us in thanking the first responders at the scene. They handled this extremely difficult situation with professionalism and bravery. They faced danger without a moment of hesitation, and there is no doubt that their courage saved lives and prevented further injuries. The entire community of Toronto has shown strength and determination in the face of this tragedy. All Canadians stand united with Toronto today.
I'm Brandon Rowe along Yonge Street, and as we've been showing you throughout the show, you can see here it's just an incredible sign of solidarity and hope as residents, despite the rain, have been coming out in droves to sign these posters, to light candles, leave flowers, leave messages for the people that were affected by that deadly attack on Monday. And there's been a lot of talk about showing solidarity, and this afternoon members of different religious organizations showed up to bring that message to those grieving here today.
We get on the subway, we look at our iPhones, and we forget about the people around us. Help us to put our devices down and to just notice.
We want to commence 25 days of music here in this place to begin a process of mourning and lament where we would turn our cries of sorrow into songs of healing. In this creative, incredibly artsy and artistic and artful neighborhood of Willowdale, May the music become some of our words and express the things that we have a hard time saying.
Not only has there been a massive show of support here on Yonge Street, there's been a huge showing of support online as well. Many using the hashtag Toronto Strong, sharing messages of hope and love.